Good afternoon, Dr. Amber and friends. We are from Group 7B, and our group members are Kevin Samputra Chitra, Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Abdul Hamid, Nur Anissa Yasmin binti Yazri, Ho Hui Si, and Rafli Xavier Anwar. Today, we're going to talk about Prince Court Medical Center, the hospital with a 5-star hotel-like experience and beyond. This is our presentation outline.
Okay, we will proceed to introduction of PCMC. So, Prince Court Medical Center is a private hospital located at the heart of Golden Triangle in KL. So, it's fully owned by Petronas and it's began their operation in 2007. For PCMC mission is to provide quality and family-centered healthcare service to the community as reflected with their value of acronym, which is We Care. Okay, so the PCMC vision are to become a leading healthcare provider in Asia.
Moving on to question 1. Transformative service is a new concept in marketing research. In the context of this case study, describe the efforts that PCMC have taken to deliver transformative service to its stakeholders. Let's begin by asking ourselves, what is a transformative service? Transformative service is a service that emphasizes the role of service systems affecting the individual and collective well-being. Transformative service research primarily focuses on consumer well-being, quality of life, and health outcomes service. Yet, there are other relevant outcomes which is more managerial related, such as customer satisfaction, loyalty, and repurchase intentions. There are 4 different dimensions in the transformative service research framework, such as service entities, consumer entities, the macro environment, and well-being outcomes. In this case study, Prince Court Medical Center examines healthcare service delivery with the ultimate aim of patient and family well-being. The service also emphasizes the well-being of other important service entities like employees and community. So, what are PCMC's efforts in delivering transformative service to the patients and family members? First, PCMC puts priority on the comfort of its patients. This is reflected in the way the hospital has been crafted and engineered with patients' interests at heart. For example, the rooms and suites in PCMC are spacious, immaculate, and decorated with soothing contemporary art. Patients can even request specific rooms that overlook the view which they would like to see. Excellent customer services are also provided throughout the patient's treatment and stay. Concierge staffs are ever ready to assist the patient's visitors to make a hotel reservation should they require accommodation in Kuala Lumpur. Second, PCMC believes that hospitals are not merely for people seeking medical treatment, but also a place to heal and recuperate, and therefore, the service theatre is given top priority. The medical center has a smart design reception area to ease the check-in and check-out processes. In addition, PCMC offers concierge services such as shopping arrangements, city sightseeing, as well as room service. PCMC also takes spiritual needs seriously. Muslim prayer rooms and an interfaith room for quiet reflection and meditation are available, and a pastoral care service is provided upon request to connect patients to religious representatives of their faith for spiritual support and guidance. Third, PCMC has put in a lot of effort to redefine hospital food from being distasteful to becoming a 5-star hotel quality kind of food. PCMC ensures that patients with special dietary needs such as vegetarian or vegan, or religious needs such as halal food are carefully taken care of. In-house dietitians are available to offer dietary services or dietary advice if it's needed. Next, let's talk about PCMC's efforts in delivering transformative service to employees and communities. The first effort taken by PCMC was to improve the patient safety in hospital. In 2014, PCMC collaborated with the Ministry of Health Malaysia in the Patient Safety Awareness Week. This initiative is aimed to educate patients, employees, and the general community on the safety measures undertaken by PCMC during medical procedures. It also fosters more involvement from patients during medical treatments and encourages patients to seek for clarification on any doubts or concerns that they may have. Other than improving patient safety, PCMC also put in effort in providing workshops about chronic skin disorders among children. Patients and their family members were educated about the adverse effects of skin disorders through case study presentations, open discussions, and hands-on sessions. Furthermore, PCMC also offers seminars to help doctors improve communications with patients when conveying patients the painful truth about their health conditions. Such skills are especially crucial when dealing with patients who may be emotionally unstable or in denial of their true health circumstances. The final effort delivered by PCMC was to engage the public through online and social media touchpoints. PCMC interacts with the public via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by providing healthy cooking and eating tips to its followers. Now, I'll pass the time to the next presenter.
Hello, my name is Rafi Safir Anwar, and I will be continuing with question number 2, which asks us, besides patient affairs, why PCMC is concerned about the well-being of the community? Let's move right into the answer. First, we must know the definition of the well-being of the community itself, which the WHO defines the well-being of the community as the use of environmental, social, and economic resources to promote emotional and physical well-being among people in ways that help them achieve their goals and meet their requirements in their particular setting. Unlike environmental health, which focuses on the physical environment and its impact on people's health. Moving on to the next slide. At this slide, I will discuss about the PCMC reasons to be concerned about the well-being of the community. The WHO stated that the reason to be concerned about the well-being of the community are health system shortcomings, hospital sector deficiency, and external factors. First, there's health system shortcomings that consist of several issues that could occur over time, such as workforce shortage, which the current shortage of nurses is different, with many experts saying it will not be resolved quickly, according to Burhouse. A 2001 survey reveals that 40% of nurses working in hospital are dissatisfied with their jobs, which 1 of 3 hospital nurses under the age of 30 is planning to leave his or her current job in the next year, according to Icon et al. The second one is failure to address growing consumerism among patients. There has been a growing consumerism in healthcare, exemplified by an increase in access to health information on the internet and other media, according to Calabretta. Some patients want to be able to make their own decision about the diagnosis and treatment, which bringing their own information and values to bear. However, many patients have expressed frustration with their inability to participate in systems of care that are responsive to them and their families' needs and values. The third one is slow adoption of information technology. As most information is still stored in a collection of poorly organized and often illegible paperwork, automation of clinical, financial, and administrative transactions is essential to improving quality, which there's a slowdown in investing and embrace the technology for the healthcare industry. Other than that, there's also hospital sector deficiency that consists of wrong electrical distribution system, where based on the essential electrical system or EES risk categories, which if there's a misconduct in electrical distribution system, it could make an emergence of a risk such as patient discomfort, minor injury, or major injury towards the patient or the caregivers. The second one is false fire alarm. As false fire alarms usually caused by the detection of the presence of smoke that could create by a toaster, it could make several patients have sustained injuries during evacuation, highlighting the damaging effects of an unnecessary evacuation. And the third one is exit pathways that aren't consistent, as the purpose in making exit pathways is to permit all occupants to reach a safe place before they are endangered by fire, smoke, or heat. If there are inconsistency in the exit pathway's location, it could make a hindrance for the occupants in the building to leave the hazardous area in a short time as it should be in any evacuations. And last, there are external factors that also could affect the community well-being itself, such like patient satisfaction and loyalty. Patient satisfaction is an important component of healthcare quality in which each individual has its own peak in achieving satisfaction, such as individuals that have membership in National Health Center, high income, and still young, they tend to have a low satisfaction score. Whether adults, especially that over 35 years old, tend to have increased the patient satisfaction score through a good quality health care service. Moreover, a satisfaction by patients to experience their health care could make a patient become loyal towards the particular healthcare center, which the particular healthcare provider could get some feedback to improve their service and cost effectiveness. And the second one is healthcare organization productivity and profitability. Whereas in having well-managed hospital productivity and profitability, it could minimize the cost and expenditures. If not, it could make an unnecessary expenditures that incurred. For example, in 2017, particular healthcare in USA spending increased 3.9%, totaling $3.5 trillion, or close to 18% of the GDP. It is due to there are many patients chronic disease that aren't treated optimally.
Okay, we proceed to question 3, which is evaluate how PCMC ServiceScape have enriched the experience of its customer. So my answer is to enrich the experience of its customer, PCMC offers high quality ServiceScape that includes elements, multiple space and interaction between employees and also their customers. Okay, for the elements, the building have been crafted and engineered with environmentally friendly features and contemporary design. It's suitable for the arts and the passion itself. So it's good for the comfortability of the patient. And second is multiple space. What I mean is the room and suites are spacious and it's decorated with soothing art. It's usually for patient that need for that kind of service, and the patient also can even request for rooms that have extraordinary spectacular view, which is KLCC or RSGC. Okay, and they will experience the true hotel like 5-star hotel, something like that. And also this PCMC they separate critical care units into 5 units, which is general intensive unit, coronary unit, neurological unit, burns, and neonatal intensive unit. Next is customer employee interaction. What PCMC did here, they have 24/7 nursing, which is the nurse have to take care of the patient, so they 24/7. So the family doesn't need to to be there always, right? So the nurse will be available 24/7 for the patient. And they also have a good reception staff to to ensure the registration is made very simple and efficient to guide you through. Okay, and then the chef is needed to provide 5-star hotel menu, something, and it's good for the patient diet itself. And also this PCMC provide their own dietitian for patient, so to ensure the patient with dietary needs to be taken care of, so it's good. So yeah, I will be passing for next question.
Good day, doctor and everyone. My name is Policy with matrix number 1720718. So now we will proceed to question 4, which is what are the implications of being a responsible corporate citizen? So before answering the implications, I will first explain about the terms of corporate citizenship. Corporate citizenship, also as known as corporate social responsibility (CSR), which we are more familiar with, is referred to a company's responsibilities towards society. The goal is to produce a higher standard of living and quality of life for the community that surround them and still maintain the profitability for their stakeholders. Alright, so what define as a responsible corporate citizens? Here is some of the things that the responsible corporate citizens will do, which is like the company should work with partners to promote ethical business practices, prioritize transparency in all business operations, improve the employees' quality of life at the workplace, and also commit on social and environmental basis. Right, so by doing all the things that I have mentioned, I will explain about the implications of being a responsible corporate citizen, or in other words, why is it so important to do CSR in Malaysia? So the first one is build a better public image. So if a company always doing CSR activities, their image will be better and subsequently boost their brand awareness to the next level. For example, PCMC involved in Sayani Maternal project, which they have provided treatment to approximately 45 patients with cataract and eye-related disease, which society will pay more attention on PCMC when they read through the articles in newspaper. And the second implications can be seen in talent recruitment and retention. So PCMC will stand a chance of attracting like-minded talent. This is because people will prefer to work for a socially responsible company that align with their personal beliefs. So if the professional and the staff, they just like working without purpose, then they will like robot workers and will just job hopping for other hospital that offer better than PCMC. However, if the company implementing CSR, it empowers them to have the mindset and intention to give back to the society and appreciate the value that the corporate holds. Therefore, it gives them a sense of purpose when carrying their tasks. The third implication is having stable cash flow. Businesses can benefit from tax deductions by donating to recognized organizations or also by making contribution to digital social responsibility, or also as known as DSR. National Budget 2020 had reported about government's efforts toward the efficient use of digital resources by providing tax deductions or exemption for companies that involve it in Malaysia. Also, fines and penalties from government and lawsuits from the patients and employees can be costly to PCMC as well. Therefore, if they having ethical responsibility, then they can avoid the cost of litigations and other problems that could have a negative effect on the company's cash positions. So finally is customer satisfaction and retention. According to a study done by Cone Communications in 2017, 87% of consumers say that they will be willing to buy a product or services based on a company's stance on a social matter. Therefore, businesses that show a commitment to the community and the environment can attract more customers who share these values as well. So how good a company do in CSR is also part of the perceived value of its products and services and can result in higher consumer satisfactions. So that's all from me. I will pass the floor to next presenter.
Hello everyone, so my name is Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Abdul Hamid. I will answer for the question 7, which is the last question. The question is, what can competitors do differently from PCMC in delivering transformative service? First of all, what is transformative service? Transformative service is aimed at creating uplifting changes and improvements in the well-being of individuals, which is consumers, employees, communities, and ecosystems. This is important and needed as services play a significant role in our world and can impact the lives and well-being of individuals, groups, and society. Next is, what is the top competitors of Prince Court Medical Center? For the top one is the Nairobi Hospital. The Nairobi Hospital is a private hospital located in Upper Hill area, Nairobi, Kenya. Kenya is a country in Eastern Africa. The hospital was founded in 1954 as a European hospital. And for the top two is Sunway Medical Center. It established in November 1999. Sunway Medical Center is an Australian Council on Healthcare Standards (ACHS) accredited private hospital located in Malaysia's first fully integrated green township of Sunway City. And the top 3 is St. Vincent's Health Australia. St. Vincent's Health Australia is a locally owned not-for-profit health service and aged care provider. The company employs approximately 13,000 full-time equivalent staff and has operations across New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland. St. Vincent Australia is administered from its head office in Woolloomooloo and New South Wales. So, what's the transport service that they are delivered? For the Narrabee Hospital, they unveil Helipads evacuation service. The service is expected to boost the hospital's ability to respond to medical emergencies. The facility, which is a first of its kind in the country, will boost the hospital's ability to respond to medical emergency by facilitating air evacuations in the country and across the East Africa region. The hospital's chief medical officer, Dr. Andrew Gachi, said, the life-saving resource will speed up access to medical services, especially for critically ill patients. For the Sunway Medical Center, they offer teleconsultation services for patients. Over 70 doctors and healthcare professionals across over 40 specialties are live on a teleconsultation platform for the benefit of Sunway Medical Center patients. Local and overseas patients can consult their doctors, clinical psychologists, speech therapists, audiologist rehabilitation team, and dietitians without the need to be physically present with an appointment made at least one working day before. So, with teleconsultation services, everyone can now communicate easily with trained healthcare personnel of Sunway Medical Center without leaving their homes and opening a true system-changing virtual opportunity for access to the many services and specialty associated with the hospital. And for the St. Vincent Health Australia, they offer digital innovation service like introduce first hospital-wide electronic drugs of dependence management system in Australia. Paper-based records commonly used to track these drugs are inadequate to meet the contemporary management, audit, and security needs within a busy, complex health environment. So, the system was developed by end users and making it easy to use. It was first piloted on a surgical ward and is now being progressively deployed across the health service. This system was developed collaboratively by pharmacy, decision support unit, and nursing staff and has now been adopted across most of the health service and has received strong interest from national and international organizations. For the last part is what the other transformative service that their competitors can deliver. For the first one is use digital map of hospital. It is because finding one's way around hospital, be it a patient or a staff member, seems to be among the biggest challenges. It can cause people to be late for appointments, lead to mix-ups, and can worsen what may already be a stressful experience. Among the ideas proffered to surmount this problem were providing digital map, digital signs, and color-coordinated divisions. For the second one is introduce online patient organization system to reduce the time that takes for the patients to schedule appointments and fill in questionnaires while they wait. Patients could do many things before they set foot in the physician's office. A web-based application could provide these services, help patients navigate the hospital campus, find out what documents or medication they need to bring to their appointment, and others. They could use also read about the physicians they are scheduled to see. And then for the last one is introduce machine learning to improve hospital patient flow. Health system can leverage machine learning and predictive models to improve patient flow for different departments throughout their organizations. Improving hospital patient flow result in reduced patient wait times, reduced staff overtime, improve patient outcomes, and improve patients' wait and clinician satisfaction. By focusing on three critical areas, health system can foster successful data science that will lead to improve hospital patient flow, which is build a data science team, create a machine learning pipeline to aggregate all data sources, and form a comprehensive leadership to govern data. That's all from me. I would like to pass to the next presenter.
In conclusion, Prince Court Medical Center is known for its highly experienced personnel with specialized skills and providing good service for their patients and customers. PCMC was working hard in delivering transformative service to compete with their competitors such as Sunway Medical Centers, and things that PCMC do is such as redefine hospital foods, having workshops, and so on. Besides, PCMC is also a medical center that concerned about well-being of the community and offer high-quality servicescapes, and also they enjoy a lot of benefit by becoming a good responsible corporate citizens. So, in our final thoughts, we hope that PCMC will continuously provide best treatment options for patients with current and modern technology while taking into account customer requirements and needs. So here's our reference, and that's all from Group 7B. Thank you for listening, and it's time for Q&A sessions.